From the ACCUSTATS Arena at Caesars, Southern Indiana, it's the 2023 Derby City Classic and the 24th edition of the All-Around Pocket Billiards Championship. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Arguably Pool's most exciting event, and it's proudly sponsored to you by Diamond Billiard Products, Simonis Cloth, and Aramuth. We also want to recognize our great associate sponsors from Outsville and Master Chalk, and recognize the best tournament direction team in the country, and that's Bad Boys Billiards Productions. Once again, we want to express our appreciation to Caesars Southern Indiana for being such great hosts for well over a decade. And we also want to thank all of our great and loyal DCC fans, whether you're here or you're at home watching. It's you that have made this the most prestigious tournament in the world and make it a great part of the DCC family. Thank you all very, very much. Okay, we're continuing in the one pocket division with 429 players started. Somewhere in the 200s are left. We'll update you as the evening goes along. Let's get right underway with player introductions. From Rochester, New York, this gentleman's a former Super Billiards Expo champion. He's a former four-time Midwest Open champion, sponsored by Saw Concrete. How about a nice welcome for Shane Winters? His opponent's from Angeles City in the Republic of the Philippines. There's a lot of banners up here at Derby City, and this gentleman has 13 of them. No one else has anywhere near that amount. 13 banners here at Derby City, 2 9-ball titles, 5 all-around championships, and 6 one-pocket titles. He's a member of the One Pocket Hall of Fame. He's a member of the Billiard Congress of America Hall of Fame. And without a doubt, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest of all time. Sponsored by Puyat Sports and San Miguel Beer, it's the magician, Efren Reyes. Okay, Efren, Shane, please lad for the break. Good luck to both of you. We're going to send it upstairs to the commentary booth to Mark Wilson.
Hello and welcome, everybody. One pocket action is on tap, and we have a tremendous matchup for you next. I'm Mark Wilson, and here with me is Chance Rosic. Welcome aboard, Chance, and tell us something to look for in this one.
Thanks for having me here, Mark. Pleasure to be here and get to see the GOAT. As said, there's 13 Derby City Classic winners. He's also the first to win 2 different disciplines. I believe it was 3-cushion and 9-ball that he's won, so it's a real privilege to watch the GOAT. And Shane is no slouch. It'll be a good match here.
Efren is now 68 years old, and so some of his firepower is not quite what it once was, but his knowledge is ever increasing. He's won the lag. This is a race to 3. So he has the first break. He missed the head ball just a little bit there, so the break wasn't quite as effective as what it might have been. And you know, this table is a little slipperier than the outer tables. And I know he's been playing a lot out there, but this is only the 3rd match that's been played on this brand new cloth, so you maybe get a little more squirt on the cue ball there.
Yeah, this table was just set up, I believe, this morning. They took out the 10-footer and put in this one. They were polishing it up, so I'm sure it is quite slick to start with. And this is only the 3rd match? Yeah, it's still going to be slick.
Shane Winters, a journeyman pro. Trying a 2-cushion bank over on his side. Keep the 8 ball as a blocker. That was nicely executed.
Yes, it was. Efren probably has more knowledge of this game than any other player here, and he probably still has only figured out half of what can be done in this game. It is crazy, all the nuances and movements and positions in this game.
They have to show us something here. That was tough, but nice idea.
Yep.
Now he's got the cue ball lodged up on the 11, so it's pretty much just a rolling ball hit. He's not going to be able to draw back easily. So this is probably only going to cost Efren 1 ball unless there's a spectacular bank made.
Right. And correct me, it is all ball fouls.
I don't think in the one pocket.
Not in one pocket? Okay.
Well, maybe it is because Ken Schumann's right out there, so perhaps it is.
Oh, he had a little more room between them.
Oh boy, well, he's going to be off to the races here now. Efren's switching shafts on his cue. His longtime partner, Rolando Vicente, sitting behind him.
Don't think he wanted to be sitting on that rail. That makes it a little tougher to stay in position.
Pretty thin cut, and that's the other part of it. The cue ball is going to travel. So,
exactly. It looks like he might play this off the 11.
Or if he can get the 2, I don't know if he has access to get the 2. Apparently not. He's not even considering it. Yeah, if he plays it off the 11, then he can just coast the cue ball into the stack. No, he's going to play the 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thought that's the position he wanted to begin with, but then he rolled too far.
And then now the cue ball overshot the mark here a little bit.
Bank this back into the stack, maybe. He was on that 10-11 combo. Is that what that is? Or is it 12? 12-11 combo. I don't know if he'll try that. No, he's just playing it safe.
Yeah, well, it wasn't. I don't think that's as much of the ball as he could hit.
Okay. It is. I always joke when I'm listening to you online that how bad the view is from up here, but you're not kidding. It is an awkward view. You really depend on your little screen here in front of you.
We're about 25 feet high above the ACCUSTATS Arena to the table, so some of the final angles is very hard to read. But it's a pretty darn good view. You don't have people annoying you for sure.
This is true.
Yeah.
Most of the other viewing positions in this place are wonderful, but you do have people walking over you because everybody wants to see people playing, especially the GOAT.
Good job with the cue ball there. Efren has such a very easy cueing action from years and years of doing this.
Very simple stroke cap. A lot of result from a little bit of effort.
Oh, that's a great shot. Great shot. Not because he scored it, but just because of how well he handled the cue ball.
Exactly.
In some ways, it maybe have been better had it not gone in.
That's what I was about to say. I would believe he would have preferred that to have not gone and left Efren sitting there in the stack. Unless that 13, does it goes by? I don't know. Can I get to it?
I don't think so. Yeah, yep. I don't think it does. Everything's awkward. Looks like Shane Winters wants to bank the 8 and let the cue ball hit the 3 and knock it away from Efren's side, too. Simultaneously, maybe let the cue ball go down table to the end rail. Oh, no. Better make it. Well, that little stop prevented Efren from having access to the 9, it looks like.
Yep. I believe it did stop just in time. You were correct.
Good job there.
Very nice.
Yeah, good job.
I wasn't sure he had enough angle to get
All right.
up and down and get the cue ball cleared out of there without crossing. But he is the magician. He can do tricks. They gonna cross that into the 9 and bring the cue up by the side pocket.
Yeah, I think if he could two rail the 8, well, he's acting like he's got something to shoot.
Yeah,
the stack.
Exactly.
That's a nice shot, and he meant to clip into the back of the 8, but he got around it, so that didn't turn out anywhere near how he wanted it. Had he got into the back of the 8, that would have been a super powerful shot.
Yes, it would have.
Efren wants to protect the 8 ball here. He's really disappointed. He let the cue ball get away. He didn't get low enough on the cue ball, or it just wasn't there. I'm not sure which. Efren's at -1. For those of you watching, we do not allow 2 negative scores. So if both players have a -1, it just returns to 0-0.
Correct, and I believe -5 is the game. Wasn't that the rule that I heard?
Might be. Yeah, it might be.
I think they're doing that just to try and speed things up. There are, 500 players that were in banks and 400 and something in the...
429 in the one pocket. I'll tell you the other thing. I used to have to broadcast some of these, and sometimes it'd be -1 to -3, and then I would say, well, now here's Chance. He's leading -1. I mean, are you really leading when you're negative
Yes.
score? What other sport can you have a negative score?
Other than golf. Negative in golf. Yeah, the one of the things that... I forget the gentleman who played. That is not the position he wanted.
Well, now Efren has a chance. It looked like he
Yes.
had no chance in this game. Efren still has a chance now.
Yes, he does. One thing that I did learn from, and I'm trying to remember who it was, might have been you, Mark, talking about one pocket. Could have been Nick in one of your classes, said, don't be afraid to get negative. Sometimes that's your best position, is to go ahead and take the foul.
Right. Yeah, it's a huge tactical aspect here to take an intentional foul. And Chance, I'm really glad you got an opportunity to sit in, and then here you get to broadcast one of the last matches of the GOAT's career.
I'm giddy.
Right? Yeah. Epic. Well, even me. I mean,
Yes, sir.
He's my hero, right?
Yes, he is, and you've been following his career for a long, long time, so you get to see probably one of his first and now one of his last.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm blessed and lucky you got to spend as much of my time with him as I have. Great shot there.
That was a nice recovery.
Very good. Efren's back to 0, but he's still alive.
Bank the 9 back across off the 7 and lead the cue up by the side.
That's what it looks like he's doing right here. That has a chance. So good cue ball control. He didn't worry about the 7. He didn't worry about trying to get it closer. He wanted that cue ball on the rail.
Wanted to protect the 7 and 8. So many of us amateurs play this game, and we forget that aspect of protecting what we've got set up. Mm-hmm. And we end up letting the cue ball dribble up too far, stay too low, and we lose our advantage.
And the fact that cue ball's on the rail really makes it hard to respond. Now, he's trying to take a foul, or willing to take a foul, slipped around the 8 ball. Once again, the slick cloth. Now we get to see a chance here at the Efren's offensive capability. He's trailing 4 balls to 0. Is that right? 5
to 0.
5-0.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So he was down 6-0.
Will that 7 go? If he comes at it now, I think he might clip the 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to work around this. The possibility's there, but he's going to have to work around to get these balls.
didn't get there. He's going for the 14.
I believe he'll have to play the 9-7 or maybe a bank. Can't tell if that 15 will go back. Yeah, you
Looks
see.
like he banked the 12, well, you can't tell from the overhead view.
Right.
You can only tell from that view over there. Well, that is the overhead view, so we can't tell.
Yeah, we can't tell. I guess that's the choice.
But
You saw him point to where he wanted the ball, and you were right, Mark. He was trying to get closer to the first diamond on this side to shoot that 14. I like it when they point out where they were supposed to be.
Are we just going to stop it and pin it to the 15 here? No, not even. Just lightly open them.
Well, Shane only cost one ball for that mistake.
Well, Shane can't fool around with this. He'd like to play the 6 ball back towards his pocket. However, the 7 ball is too much of a problem.
Correct. Nice.
Ooh, nice job. Good speed, good control.
Very nicely done. Got the one threatening ball, 11, out of there and put another ball in his pocket as well as protecting. Useful shot.
And he's going to try to lag 2 cushions up on the 14. Wow. Got a rail, good shot.
Very nice speed. These tables are fast. You can touch them around the table. I think you can still see the edge of the 14. I don't know if we can get it out of there.
Boy, that's a great shot.
That is a great shot. And put the 14 back on his side unless it gets too deep. It being that deep gives Efren the ability to play cue ball up top again without a real threat down there.
He's looking at that 14, but it doesn't look like he can do much with that 14. And the bank it's a pretty thin hit. He can dig in, but he doesn't like to do that. You don't see top quality one pocket players like to elevate. So this was never a bank. This was just get the 6 ball down by his side and get that cue ball on this side cushion. That's interesting. Good thought.
With the 14 so the deep, he had the ability to put it there and still protect his 7 and 9 and put the 6 back down. A lot of patience involved in one pocket.
Well, he's not afraid to kick at the 14. I don't know if he can get there with this slippery table, but the 14 goes straight in. It can also clatter off of the 9, and a lot of times the cue ball will kind of direct up above near the spot over there. And he's a master of that type thing.
Yes, he is. Among many.
He didn't get the clatter that he was anticipating, but no worse for wear.
Yep, and good speed, so he didn't open those up for a back bank. I see a lot of people hit him a little firm, trying to play it off the ball, and then they end up splitting things, give the bank back and control of the table.
Yeah. You don't want to leave this for the old maestro here.
No.
Don't do him if the 9 goes. If it does, it's going to be serious troubles here for
But
Shane
I think if he can hold it, he can hit the 12 and the 6, split that 12-9 up, or 10-9 up. That drifted. There at the end, it looked like it drifted to the right. Some of these tables, you get just a little spin going, and they bite for a second. Thought he hit it pretty good, though. What's he looking to do in here?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm at a loss at the moment, because if he tries to kick at that 7, it's got nowhere to go but in.
All right. He might be willing to concede it, just get it out of there. But now, see, the 9 and the 14, that almost looks like he could throw into the pocket.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. It's hard to tell from here.
Oh, nice shot.
Well, that was.
Used the 12 to get the 7 out. I did not think it went by the 6, but I guess it did. If Efren can't get below that 7, he might have to kick at it and take the penalty. Get below the 7.
Can he go real light off the 15 and like spin down behind the 9? I don't know if we can grab the overhead real quick, but if we had it, okay, can he spin this way and get down? Yeah, he's not even going to fool with that, but he's definitely aware of it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. He might could. It's hard to get that much spin because he's got the 6 blocking that side of the cue.
Yeah, yeah, and you'd have to super fan the 15 to get that much angle to get it to open up, so it might not even be available. He might just pin this cue ball to the 6, yeah.
Yep, very nice call.
And just go ahead and just take what was there.
That actually worked out very well. It broke up that little cluster he had. So now the only problem was 14-9, which, like you said, I think he can throw it in if he gets the proper position. Shane's probably going to spin off the backside of the 12 and leave him below the 7 if he can get to it. Don't know that he can get to the left side of that 12. Do you?
Yeah, taking that 12 out of play by pinning that cue ball to the 6 really helps, because otherwise Shane would just glide the cue ball down below the 7.
Yep.
But that's not there, so he's in a pretty precarious position here. He's going to have to make a good stroke shot. It's not fun to have to draw and arc the cue ball. You know, the shot here, let me grab the overhead again if I could. Well, he's kicking. So
Yeah, he's doing the...
I'm not a fan of that. Oh, he's taking the foul.
I was going to say, I think he's just going to take the foul. Better get over there.
It should have been more productive foul, though.
Yes, because I believe Efren can cut that on in.
Yeah, if he cuts it in, he knows he's knocking the 12 ball away, which is what he doesn't want to do.
Correct.
And apparently the 9 doesn't go, because it would be worth knocking the 12 ball in if the 9 ball could be made, but apparently it can't. Well, we'll find out. Guess he is going to shoot it now. Oh, he's able to almost clear that. Boy, that helped a lot.
Yes, it did.
Even I thought the 12 ball was going down table for sure. If Efren can get on the 6 here. but he missed.
He did get on the 6th, though.
Efren's partner, Rolando, boy, he's been with him for the entire span of his career.
Really? I know
Yeah.
I've seen him everywhere, but I didn't realize it'd been that much
Yeah.
the entire career. I don't believe I've ever heard Rolando say 3 words, though.
Rolando Vicente, yeah, he's a good dude. He travels with all the top Filipino players, primarily Efren, but Bustamante, Dennis. Playing for one. And Efren had enough chances here, just wasn't able to cash them in. I'm playing for one more then.
Yeah, the board was wrong, I guess.
Okay. All right, game 1 goes to Shane Winters.
Either wrong or he was overachieving.
Yes. You know, you might know this. Do you know how Efren learned to play one pocket?
I believe you told us this story, but it escapes me at the moment, so share.
We were in Chicago, and a lot of people didn't really know him. They knew he was a good player, but then as he was winning money playing everybody 9-ball, Freddie Benavegna came in the pool room, and Efren beat Freddie playing 9-ball. And he said, you're too good, I can't play you that, but my best game is one pocket. And Efren literally had never heard of one pocket. So to make it reasonable, Freddie offered him a ball. And then he was going to kind of teach him for cheap, $50 a game. And so Efren ended up beating him out of $500 getting the ball that day. And then the next day we came back and they played the same thing, only Freddie said it had to be even. Efren won $500 that day. And then the third day, Efren gave him a ball and we won $500. So Freddie is a heck of a teacher there.
Apparently so.
Yeah. Now this is a re-rack, instant re-rack, because the ball was made on the break. And Freddie was a character. He a long-time Chicago banker, one-pocket player. He played 9-ball, but not at the same level that he played the banks of one pocket. Had a great spirit. Efren ended up playing Bugs too, and that was a huge match. I was there, and Bugs beat him 4-0 for a large amount of money, maybe $5,000, and I'd never seen anything like it. Plus, I had implicit faith in Efren, and then Bugs, they played another set. And Bugs started off 2-0, going to 4 there. And then I was thinking, oh, man, that's 6 games in a row. I don't think Efren can win the way this is going. And then Efren dug in. Somehow he pulled that set out, and then they played another set for $15,000. Efren won that pretty decisively. But it was not looking good early on, I can tell you.
So, quick study Efren, huh? Picked up the game quick.
Well, yeah, Efren was already an accomplished one-pocket
Yeah.
player when he played Bugs. Bugs was lethal. And he was making banks in one pocket I didn't even know were banks. Yeah, really. Yeah, it was amazing. Never seen anyone before or since make those shots.
I think he
Okay.
wanted to be just a hair higher on that, but I think he's got most of it blocked. As you said, that was effective. Cleared 2 balls out of Efren's and managed to put the 7 in a positive spot and
Yeah.
protect it with the 15.
And that 7-ball, if you try to do something with the 15, the 7-ball is a bank, even if you get on the other side. So Shane Winters got a lot done that shot.
Force follow and get it up below the 7. Yep. Oh, nicely done.
What a shot. What a shot. Efren.
Like you said, he might not execute quite as well as he used to, but he still got the knowledge. It was a smart play. That was not where he wanted to be. I'm assuming he wanted to get up high enough to get to the 8.
Yeah.
Maybe to the 9 and come back across.
You take a look at the 3. You take a look at kicking the 1 ball and letting the cue ball settle into the 4 and 5. But you got to be careful with that.
Mm-hmm.
So that might not be worth it. It's so far from the rail.
Is that 2-3 dead? Can he spin into it?
Well, and that's the thing. I'm sure he's going to look at it at least.
No, he's just going.
Okay.
He just chose.
Just take that.
Yep.
Here's another look at this. Beautiful. High velocity. Control the cue ball. Bing.
That went off the 2 and the 10.
And then on its way.
Very nice. That was a simple play, pushing the 6 off the rail, leaving the cue there. Protects his balls. Doesn't take any chances. Let Shane figure something out.
Quality effort there.
Protected the 8. I can get to the 9, though. Is he looking at something in the stack?
He is, but it doesn't appear that anything's on.
Does not. 9 cross into the 8.
No, I think 2 cushions in the... Oh, that way. I was thinking into the stack.
Everything kind of doubled up. Would he take a chance on straight back? That's what I was looking at.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what he's playing. I guess straight back is right. Oh, he whistled it in there.
Yes, he did.
Freddie Benavigna used to call that the 515. That one right there. It's like a freight train coming through at 5 o'clock. So.
That's good. I never heard that.
Yeah, Freddie had names for all his banks. He was fun. Bank and Freddie. Now this is the shot that's given Efren problems the last couple of years, right here. That elevated cue. It's hard for everybody, but it seems to have left him in recent years.
Played it smart, though. He brought it back, so if he did miss, left Shane in a tough position. He can cut this 4, but if he don't make it, he's going to leave the table open.
Yeah, it looks like you've used it as go time.
No, hit it soft enough, stayed in control. If you can control the cue ball, you can control this game, and that's still a difficult task.
Yeah. Yeah.
Two into the 4, back across. Let the 2 come back to the stack and cue set where the 4 is.
No,
Maybe
too
higher.
tough. Yeah, I think he.
Oh, he's
kick
kicking.
at it,
Yeah.
The idea is good, but the application is really tough. Years ago, one of the guys that were, I don't know that was Efren's mentor, but played with him a lot and was older and had certainly shared some good knowledge with him, was named Ramon. That's who I always had to play. Ramon's firepower wasn't great, but his knowledge was, and he was tough. Playing 15-ball rotation, we were quite a tussle.
Wow.
He got the best of me.
Has that always been what Efren warms up?
Well,
it's 15 ball?
Yeah, that's what you play. Yeah, that's how you develop your skills. It's just most people don't have the attention span to support it. It's so tough. And what we got here? 8 balls along the straight, no good. It's not easy to remove the 2 and 4 simultaneously. You might. Well, I don't know if you can bank the 2 out of there and then just lightly glide into the bottom of the 4. I don't know what he's got here that works good.
Yeah.
If you try to roll the 8 and get down for the bank or something on the 2, that's tough. Everything's tough here.
I'm not sure what he's doing.
There's a lot of motion there, and I still am not sure where. I guess he just wanted to get the cue ball on the end rail. Meanwhile, Shane Winters has got a nice look at an open table here.
Effort is up 3-love, or 3-1 now, but safe to say Shane is in control now.
The question is, do you want to use the bridge and draw back and then play the 2, or do you want to just play the 2 with this angle? Yeah, he's just... Okay, well, if you can do this.
I'm really not a fan of that, but I know that a lot of people do it.
Now he got a little flat here, so he's going to have to force the angle where he had the angle a moment ago. It might not be as bad as I think.
I believe he's playing for 5. I see 4 relatively easy. Get above the 6 for the 5th one. Don't want to sit on that 1. Just made this rack really tough.
Yeah.
I must be willing to back cut the 3 just so I can get more of the cue ball. But he's going, yeah, he is going for the 3.
You will be traveling right into the 8. Boy, what a good shot that was.
Very good.
Really good.
Has he got the angle to get to the 6 from here?
He's going to have to fire this bank in there, so it's possible. But he doesn't have much angle. You're not cutting this 5-ball much. No, he was drawing it straight back, so he didn't have any angle at all.
He literally went straight back and forth.
Yeah.
That went perfectly straight.
Yet again, Efren comes to the table with not a very good shot to start the run with. Just put balls back in play, down table, use the obstruction with the 1. And then that sort of forces the balls back down table, which is what Efren needs.
Correct. Can he get to that 1? Can he back at that? Would he take that risk?
Oh, I think he would if he looks like he can too. It might be too thin, might be too risky.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would take it, but he's certainly eyeballing it.
Chance here from Huntsville, right?
That is correct, sir. Born and raised.
What kind of work do you do there?
Worked with the Space and Missile Defense Command. Or play pool, whichever one comes first when I get out of bed. Not near as good as these fellas, but I enjoy the game thoroughly. Controlled the cue well.
You know, if I was to be critical, though, there wasn't much of a pause. He hit that like, I'm just trying to get the cue ball down there. If this accidentally
Yes.
goes in, it wasn't quite as defined on the stroke that you're used to seeing with.
I would agree. Replaying in my mind, listening to what you say, you're correct.
Yeah.
It looks like he did just kind of, let's get the cue down table.
From putting more balls down table, which is not a bad idea.
No, I'm not sure he wanted the double kiss, though. Or was he just trying to control and leave the cue up top?
Oh, he wanted to leave the cue ball up there, yeah. But I don't think he played the double kiss either.
He's a magician, but I wasn't sure seeing that.
And we have not seen the best of Efren Reyes in this match thus far, but you can figure the rest of the way you're going to see a much better Efren.
He is still just a big kid shooting pool. Him and Roland and Alex Paguline were warming up this morning and in between shots telling each other jokes and just rolling, laughing at each other. Obviously, do not speak.
Tagalog.
Yes. Do not speak that, so I was not privy to the jokes, but the rolling laughter, I caught that on real well.
They're happy-go-lucky and some of the most loving people, you know, friendly, cheerful, enthusiastic, everything about it, very endearing.
One of the few countries I've not visited, but you were correct. All the people I've ever met from there, that was the proper description of them. Just fun-loving, wonderful people.
Real good shot there by Shane Winters.
Yes, it was.
He's got a pretty nice bank. Not an easy bank to score, but a real scoreable bank. It doesn't come with much of a price if you miss. He made that. Now he's playing for one. Nice cross corner on the 8.
A little long.
Yeah, I got to share a lot of times with Efren and Bustamante in the Philippines over the years. You know, it's a third world nation, so it's, you know, life is hard there, no matter who you are. And the way they combat that, they don't complain. Everybody there is cheerful, happy every day. They have virtually nothing quite often, and it just doesn't. They're singing karaoke, and it makes you feel, you know, kind of. It enriches your life because you realize how good you have it.
This is true. I've been very blessed and traveled the world. I've been to 23 different countries, and you see a lot of what we take for granted as being special. And it's just amazing that how wonderful we do have it here. I mean, look at this arena. Look at what we're getting to do for a week for fun. Two-time it? He just want to clear it. Yeah, he just want to clear it.
Yeah, he just wanted to pin that cue ball down there. He's got to get all these balls, so he's no reason to take any chance on that ball.
KJ will try to keep everything pinned up and get one broke out to play with, whereas Efren's going to try and get some balls down table and get the ability to score back in.
Man, what a shot.
Very
what
nice.
a shot.
Very
There you
nice.
go. Real subtle, but a lot got done on that
Yes,
shot.
it did. He can back cut that 14, spin the cue down and give up the 13. If he doesn't make it, get the speed right. Is it worth the risk? Try and play some defense out of this. Pin him behind the 9.
No, he's in a little bit of a jam here.
If the defense is as tough as the shot, take the shot.
But you don't want to move balls down table. He only needs one.
True. And I said that wrong. I said pin it behind, use the 9 to pin it behind the 14. So I misspoke there. Got my balls backwards.
But that's good. Yeah,
Yes, it
right
is.
there. Got a ball on his side. Got Efren froze up. Now, Efren's not in any trouble here. He can defend himself. But you definitely want to prolong this rack. You don't want to allow Efren to win in one inning. This is where Efren's a maestro at this one rail. Now, do you leave it straight in? That would be pretty unfortunate.
He's shaking his head. I think he might have.
Well, the idea was good.
Yes, it was. It's millimeters off. And this is no easy shot that close to the ball.
He's got to twist it a little bit.
Yep.
When you're close like that, you catch a little extra friction, so you have to cut him a little thinner. And on this one, he probably is aware of that. So if he misses it, he'll overcut it. But he's not going to miss it. He's going to hit the heart of the pocket. Quickly, we have a 2-0 lead.
Efren gets this break, see if he can get a better break and start off.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get quite high enough
Yeah.
to protect. So, again, that bank is on with the 14 in this case.
Yeah, that's not great either. I don't think he's going to play the bank. But he maybe can clear the 2-14. Now, that might be better. Well, you might be right. No, he's clearing
he
the
did the
2.
2-14.
Yeah.
Good call.
All right.
I thought he might bank the 14 straight across into the 2 and let the cue come up behind the 3. But you were correct. Just cleared that out and left Efren in a tight spot there in the
Yeah.
rack.
If we just leave it up around the long rail, he didn't even get that up there all the way like he thought. He was going up another diamond or so and wanted to lay it on the rail. He might have sold out the bank here. Oh, he'll be really disappointed then if he did. Yeah, okay.
Wow. Yeah, I think you're right. I think he wanted to be about where that chalk shank of the chalk was.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to leave the 3, no matter what you do.
Almost better to be long in that instance than short. Let's see what he's going to get to after the 15, though. Unless he finds something in the stack, because he's on the wrong angle to get into the stack from there. Unless he comes to the rail and back to it, right?
Yeah, I don't think he can get into the stack with any effect unless he can really pound it to the end rail, and then you have to just come up there and hope, and it a lot of times lodges in the middle. And
Exactly.
then it's hard for you to extract yourself.
So it's better to take this and play smart.
You can draw back and then just hit a stop shot on the 11, or you can go forward here. I think he was trying to go further forward. Oh, he might be playing for the 12.
Oh,
okay,
yep.
the 12 banks. Okay, that's different. Oh,
Wow.
yeah, and then he got perfect.
Yes, he did. And this, he might can nibble that 4. Or is he still? No, I think the line's
Yeah,
off.
it doesn't come out too good. So
Yep.
you just roll this in. Nice job there.
That 4 looked like it's close.
I don't think the 4 goes, even with throw.
No, I think you're right. He's checking it, though.
But if you can get it close and then, use some cover, maybe not make it, but just put it over by the pocket, that's valuable. But if you can't defend it from a bank, then not that great.
Right.
You can just play the 6 into the 2 here, move balls down table, put the cue ball over there behind the 13 or next to the 13.
Right. Oh, he's just going straight 13.
And you can do this too because, it covers it up. So you get those balls tripled up. What a nice bank that is.
Wow.
My goodness.
Shane's hitting them pretty good. He's made a couple of tactical errors, but shooting-wise,
Yeah.
he's been pretty straight on.
No doubt about it. Well, Shane Winters is no, virgin to top-tier
No.
competition. He's definitely not afraid to play guys for pretty sizable sums of money, too.
He's still eyeballing that stack. That's one thing you got to do. Check it every time. Something could have gotten nudged just enough, but now it is dead. I tell you what, watching these upper tiers, as you called them, play one pocket, you learn something every other shot.
Yeah. He's kind of wanting to follow down, I think, off the 7, and then the 7 would go into the stack possibly, but you
Yep.
can't do it. It's too much distance and too much accuracy required to do it with perfect control.
So he'll kiss off the, yeah.
Ew. Yeah. That's not the place to be.
We did that in unison.
Well, I think the idea here now is that Efren has a real chance when you really didn't need to. You should have played a shot that took 0 risk of this.
Right.
Expanded that bank nicely.
Yes, he did.
Fell on the exact right angle here for the 4 ball. Now he can go into the 9. That will open up the 5, the 10, the 13.
Yes, it will.
Doesn't have to, but it's likely these balls, Efren's going to be off and running here.
Very nice. Just cut enough of that, like you said, to split those apart. You don't have to move them far. You just got to move them enough to clear them.
Efren takes a look at the 6. This might be the spot to get up on the 6. That's pretty straight, though. So he can come back and get the 9 and then the 10, then get to the 6. Good.
I think he was, like you said, I think he was trying to get to the 6 and just got too close to the 1. Let's take the 9 now. Shook his head.
Wants to make sure he gets this ball down. This is kind of right at that moment in the rack, the first 2 racks where he struggled a little bit, where he had a chance.
Get off the rail.
He's trying to get up
There
on
you
the
go.
1, I think. Pretty shot.
I think he's good on the 6.
I think with a little bit of right-hand English, he might be able to chip the 2 ball off the 5 or
Right.
hit the, I think that's what he's trying for. No.
Oh, he just went above with the 1.
Maybe
is
that
it-
2-5 is good.
I was going to say maybe the 2-5's
Well,
good
then
enough for
that's
him.
Fantastic. Yeah.
He's playing for 2, so if that 2-5 goes and control the cue to stay above the 2. Looking to see where he can leave the cue on the top rail. Keep the one blocked. Get the 14 back down.
Boy, I wouldn't think he wants to leave that 2 and the 5 there. That's a scoreable ball.
Yeah.
Just can't imagine that's the case. If you play the 7, you're just playing to get one ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he plans to do with the cue if he takes 7. Unless he's got a high confidence in making this.
He's tough shot. He's going to go 3 rails around, but then that makes the bank a lot tougher. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Could have been worse for sure.
I don't think he was worried about making the 7. Just like you said, get the cue down there in that corner.
Mm-hmm. Great shot there. And they use a lot of inside spin.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought he would do on the first time. Just get that 5 out of there and leave him below the 1. I foresee some dinking and dunking and up table action.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a down table game for sure.
Object balls down table, cue ball on the bottom, top rail, sorry. Like you said, leaving it on the rail makes it really tough. You only have a half or a quarter of the ball to manipulate the cue. It makes it difficult to get position.
Right. Hard to get to the bottom of the ball, hard to use power with accuracy. So then you end up rolling and leaving the guy down there where he can do something. So he took a chance and did a pretty good job of it, despite the fact he had to move a ball off of his side and put it on Winter's side.
Yep.
But now he's got the roles reversed a little bit here, where Shane's got to go a long ways to make a good hit.
Ball count is Efren 6, Shane 4.
Shane's winding up like he wants to back cut either the 2, I guess the 2, but
That's bold attempt. Or is he do?
yeah, looks like he's going with extreme. Oh no, the 1. Okay.
Teasing Efren with this long 2.
Big shot here. He needs a good connection.
Nice.
Oh, drilled it.
And got good position if he
Drilled.
didn't make it. That is
Good
really good. And the ability to back or slot back cut this 1 ball.
That was a great shot.
Control the cue 2 rails out to the, as we look at our top right corner pocket.
This is his out ball. Love to at least hang it. No, 2-railed it.
Oh, wow. Nailed it. Oh, I thought that was good coming off that top rail. Yeah, I like that better. I thought he was going to thin cut it and take the cue 2 rails.
He's winding up like he's going to do something with a little more pace. I thought he would just roll the one ball to the rail like this.
Jay fooled me too with those couple practice strokes.
Yeah. I think he's winding up to hit a home run, and then he bunted.
Yes, sir.
But this is good. I think this is probably the right shot. And then for Shane, he just needs to rub the 5 and get the cue ball 3 cushions back down on the end rail. Doesn't want to leave the 5 ball leaking out, though. That's the one thing. So he has to be super thin, which means he's got to use a lot of side, or he's going to try to check it up with draw or inside. Ooh. Oh, no reason to do that. You can lose with that shot, but you can't win. That was too aggressive.
I agree. Now I think Efren has this shot. He's got both. Which one leaves him better shape if he misses? I think the one would.
Well, he can even bank the 14. I mean, if he didn't like it.
Is 5 not in the way on the
Yeah,
bank?
maybe the 5 is, but I'm just saying the 7 and 1 don't go for Shane Winters. So
Correct. He likes the 7. Nice.
Good shot. Good shot.
I find
2-1.
myself clapping.
Yeah, 2-1 is our score. Absolutely.
Maybe you know the answer to this. Where did the snapping in lieu of clapping come from? Is that a European thing?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Billiards. They, they also tap the chalk on the shaft.
I've seen tapping of the table,
Yeah.
slapping your hand on your body parts, knees, shoulder, whatever. The snapping of fingers, I'll just see it sporadically. What gets me is when the person shooting does it to themselves, almost like, stop ball, stop, snap, snap, snap.
Yeah.
But then you see it when somebody executes a good shot, too, so. I played in a billiard club in Doha, Qatar, and they did it there.
Uh-huh.
So it's the first time I'd actually seen it.
Oh, that's a good break.
That is a good break. That's where you want to generally leave it, from the second and third diamond. Protects your balls that are over there. Doesn't allow the kickback. I think Efren can get to that too, though.
Now, you got to do more than just get to the 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a pretty good. It's going to be tough. It's hard to get the cue ball back over there in front of Shane Winters' pocket. And you have to do that where you don't sell out the 12. So that makes it tough. So Efren might play off the 12 and just float the cue ball in there. Oh, he was able to nip it. Okay. Boy, that's a very, very productive shot.
Yes, it is. To hit a ball that thin and control it is so much tougher than these guys make it look. Invariably, you hit it with just a little too hard and you end up coming around the 2. Or into the 5 because you get too much of the ball. These guys make the little clips and runs look simple. Yeah, what do you do from here?
Well, if you feel good about it, it's not a bad idea. You can try to take a foul here, just go back into the stack over here, but you can't sell out the 12, so maybe that's too dangerous. So this is conservative and probably good. Protects the 2. That's the best shot. Good job.
Wasn't sure if he had enough to be able to slide off that 6 and come to this side. Play that same shot, kiss it back at the 12, and set it behind the 2.
Dangerous. You can saw the bank here. Oh, that's not going to be good enough. Oh, it is.
Wow.
If that would have leaked up there and saw out that 5, boy, it is really devastating. But it turned out great.
Yes,
He
it
kind
did.
of clipped it on the way in and out, and that's what took the pace out of the cue ball.
I think he hit the 12 fuller, so a good bit of the energy went to the 12 with a lot of the spin standing on the cue. That helped kill it too, but then it clipped the 2 and stopped. So
Yeah.
very nice. Two rails back to the side, just take the penalty.
You might be able to kick at the. Yeah, I think you don't. No need to kick at the 12.
No.
Too much risk.
Oh, he's trying to get to the stack. Oh, no. I was wondering why he put the penny on this side. I was a little lost for a second. I tell you what, you play enough one pocket, there will be games where you shoot the wrong pocket. Your mind just goes for a second. You forget which one's yours. I actually had that happen in a tournament. One of my buddies shot the wrong pocket. Did not think that was going to fall. Didn't get very good position, though. Did not spread as well as he was hoped. Now he's kind of stuck.
He's pretty good in here at close range like this.
Oh, he controlled that cue and left him hooked. That's actually pretty good from where that position was. Wow.
Yeah. All right, now we got action. Yeah, this is going to be tough for Shane to get out of this.
Can he bank that 14?
No, I don't think that. It looks like he's trying to warp open and kick into the 15 ball over here, but that doesn't look easy.
Yeah.
You're going to have to super spin it, soft speed, so it expands. Okay, well done.
Well done. If you don't hit that full, you end up leaking above or missing it altogether.
Yeah.
Force follow the cue between the 1 and 5. Bank 13 back into the 14-8.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like that's exactly it. It's all cue ball here.
Gah.
The idea was good.
Yep.
Just tough to execute.
It is. I didn't see a whole lot there, though, with where he left him. Shane's -1, so he's got to get 9 out of this. So the 9 is fully above the line. That is the rule here, fully above the line. So no part of the ball can be on headstring.
I don't really understand that rule.
I don't either, but it takes away any doubt. If it's 50%, no, it's a quarter. It's the whole ball. It takes away anybody. But if If I'm looking at it and I say it's half the ball, and you say no, it's more, there's no doubt if it's all the ball. That's the only thing I can think of the reason they did it. I don't like that position. Like he only push forward with the 2 now. Oh, the 5 does go. Okay.
Looks like he can dribble around the 7 here.
Once he clears those,
Oh, yeah.
he's got a whole plethora of balls. I believe the 10 and the 8 both go. The 15 goes. The 12 and the 11 are kind of tied, but I think he can get to the 11 once, or the 12 once he gets the 10 out of the way. If he's straight on that 7, he can back it straight up for the 8. Yep. Playing for 3. I'm suspecting he might have it.
$15, and then the 4, and then the 3. Oh, what the
he
heck?
rushed that
He tried to. He was trying to get all the way across, and he did that, but it cost him hitting the pocket.
Right. He did not take his normal stroke. Did you notice that? He got down on that and like, this is the right shot, quick. I believe we've had this discussion in your classes.
Yes, I believe I've lived it. Yeah, did it all wrong myself. That definitely was abrupt. Is he kicking at the 4? I think so. Yeah. It's okay if he fouls.
Nope, he got the rail.
He didn't, but it's okay if he does, just so he gets that hit.
Yeah, a nice little position with the
Okay,
cue.
so now this is real tough for Shane. Here he is. He's up in the ball count, but he's way down in the ball arrangement here.
Does he have a good defensive shot here? That 14?
No.
So
Yeah.
straight back on the 6 and roll up above the 15?
No, he doesn't want to do that. He's going to lose the game with that shot if he doesn't connect.
I don't see a safe where he's not going to lose the game. You might as well go for the win.
Yeah, that part. You got to look at, can you possibly kick in the 14 somehow?
If it can, it's a 3-railer. 2-railer anyway. Yeah, 2-railer to get to it. I don't see getting between those. Unless he uses the 13 into it.
Nope, then it's going to be what you said. He's going all in on this 6 ball.
Yep.
Wow. That was never a hope.
No, it wasn't.
Below 15. And from glide the 15 onto the 14 here. Let the cue ball settle down. Oh boy, that got weird.
Yes, it did. Funky-licious, as I like to say.
I don't know if the 4 goes by there easily. If it does, then I guess he's got to play the 4.
Yep. Then he's going to have to come 3 rails to get back to the back of the 8, maybe, because I don't think any of those other 3 go.
He might just, ease the 4. Well, he might just stick this in the stack here off the 6. Yeah, I guess he could 3-rail the 6 around. And that's
Yeah.
not bad. Especially if he can control the cue ball right into the little clutter there, just lightly graze up there. The other thing is he can roll the 4 in and then play the 6-1 bank. Bank
Right.
the 6 on the 1.
I was just about to say he could roll the 4 and play a bank and let the cue drift back over where he's at to protect.
If he can handle the cue ball well here and get that energy on the 6, that's the best shot. Yeah, like this. Yeah, that's the best shot. Oh, it expanded. Doggone. That was so good. If it gets by there. So you might have needed a hint of inside English because he had to hit it. That's the thickness he had to hit on the object ball to make it come to hold the cue ball into
Correct.
the step. So a hint of inside.
To make it throw less
Maybe
when it comes off that third
shortened
rail.
a little bit.
Yep.
That was going to be fun if that would have got over on that side. Then we would have really had action. And this is good. If he can get below and hit the backside of the 15 here, just like this, that's productive.
Yep. Very nice.
You would have liked to have left the cue ball back there, but
Yeah.
that wasn't, I'm not criticizing because now Efren can bank the 10 back.
Yeah, it doesn't have a real threat on his side of the table, on Shane's side, so he can kind of get away with this.
He wouldn't mind if the 10 hit the 15 and 13 here.
Yes.
So he can hit it, he's going all in. Okay. And didn't get either.
But he controlled the cue back to that corner and on the rail.
It would have really helped if that lightly grazes that 15, 13.
Yes, it would have. Split those apart and killed the energy and leave the 10 in there. Because those are tied up kind of funny, he could go for the 2-rail shot here and leave the cue up top. I don't see anything for Efren to be able to attack with. He's just going to play the 8, cue off the 8 behind those again. Yep. This time he got where you wanted, directly behind it.
Yeah.
That's effective. And now he's got the 8 on his side, so Efren has to get the cue ball back safe. Wow.
Good shot. Now, does the 4 go? I guess it does. Doesn't lead to much.
Mm-mm.
He can also bank the 8 from here. Can look at that.
Oh, yeah.
So he can bank the 8 without. Oh, he's trying to move. Okay. Efren needs to lock this down pretty good. He can make the 4 then.
Oh. Was he trying to push that out of the way?
Well, I think lightly tickle him open. A lot of good things could have happened there.
The angle was such he just couldn't get enough power to it.
I think he had to make sure he hit the pocket, and he couldn't, cheat the pocket to create the angle with the cue ball. So he had to do it with power, and he just lightly mishit it or misjudged it.
Is that 11-12 go?
Can't tell. I mean, he's looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Good shot. Real good shot. Knowledgeable shot there. And finally got something over there.
Mm-hmm. We had it's good inside English on that to throw it across.
Yeah, he can manipulate angles like nobody else.
I'm guessing all 15 cue behind the 8 again.
Yeah,
Right now, Shane has nothing to attack with. He's got to break that up.
It doesn't look like it lends itself to get behind there without you creating the angle. I don't think you can do it with a roll, which would be ideal.
Right. He might just kick the 8 out.
I wouldn't blame him.
Well,
Yeah, because you... Oh, lightly kick. Okay.
I'm not a fan of this. You've got... Yeah, you put Efren blocked, but you're still giving him no threat. Nibble on the 8 and bring it all the way back down?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. There's nowhere he can get, though, that's really devastating.
No.
And this would be a case where if there's a place you could go, you'd even be willing to take a foul if there was something. But there's doesn't even appear that there's that. And he did. He was trying to play that shot, what you said.
Wow.
That worked out great. Efren's laughing. So that combination at top would play from that direction. That's what he played for.
That's scary good. I'm hesitant to take that shot straight on, and he was 2 rails at it.
Yeah, Shane's thinking about banking the 12 because really he can't lose with this shot.
So shoot it soft, so he leaves a cue on the top rail.
Yeah.
Or hits it firm and goes 3 rails back behind that 8, 15, 12.
Well, I think there's not a whole lot for Efren here, so I think we're going to see him go off the 11 lightly and just drop the cue ball on the end rail over there between the 1 and the 12 ball over there. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And he'd like to do it with a thinner hit on the 11. He wants to leave the 11 there.
Just push it down the rail back to the spot, yeah.
But if that 11 leaks up and then Shane can see the 11, then he can clip off the 11 and get in behind the 8, which is what Efren desperately does not want to happen.
Correct.
Super light, super thin. Good job. And
wow.
Okay.
Very effectively done.
And what's going on over there with the 13-8? Is that a do? Is that a go? Yeah, he's looking at it. Yeah. Things have definitely tipped Efren's way.
And with the ball count 3-5, it's still anybody's game. And with the way it's laying, you're right, Efren has the advantage at the moment. You can be down three balls to 6, but if you've got everything on your side lined up, you're still in control. I've seen that many a time in matches on the tables out here.
Shane's got to get in behind the 8 here, however he goes about it, even to the point of taking a foul.
I was say this would be a prime example of taking a foul. Just put it behind him. So you can
willing to take a foul. It can work out good too. But
true.
This is tricky to judge on brand new Simonis. Yeah, that's not gonna work out.
He messed up the combo. Nope, but he left it.
Yeah, when those 2 rail kicks on brand new cloth, they slip and slide open, and it's hard to judge them.
And this,
Efren's worked himself back into this game.
Yes, he has.
In a big way.
He's gotten warmed up.
Oh, you got to be kidding.
I was afraid that was sitting too much up on the edge of that cushion.
He did good with the
cue ball.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. But I think Shane has direct access to it, so he can tap it in and leave him sitting in there. Or he can play it thin, cue ball back in the 15, 6, 12. No, he just went safe. He did leave the one bank back.
Couple adjustments there on that bank. Got the ball over in front of his pocket.
And left it protected.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to remove.
Might just have to kiss off the high side of the 15 and leave the cue there behind the 1.
Yeah, he's looking at kicking behind the 13 and try to let the cue ball go into the 12 and then cue ball hit the 1.
Ooh, yeah.
Or he's looking at bank at the 13 trying to go in. Okay, this way.
I didn't think he could see the top side of that.
Well, if Efren's got the bank on the 13, he's still in pretty good shape here. Might not have it, though. Apparently he doesn't, so he's not really even looking at that. So that was a good shot then. Terrific. Now Shane's looking at trying to kick the 6 ball his way.
Yep. As if he can get...
Looks like he's got it too.
Yeah, it does. And no real risk if he gets clear of them, gets to this side rail first. Pretty much anything that occurs after that should leave him still good. Except that. We got a little too high. I think he can cut that 1. Playing for 3. Does he go up for the 13 now? Or is he
No, I think he's coming across.
Think so? Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that made more sense.
Yeah. Now he can go up pretty freely, I might add. Well, we got a match here.
Efren has battled his way back into this. Get there.
Didn't get there by much.
No, he did not.
Well, I sure thought we'd be tied at this point.
I agree, sir. Cross bank that into the rail, into the 12, make the 6. Push them all to that side.
That's what he's trying. I don't know if he can get through there okay. Because you can easily sell out a bank doing this unless you get the cue ball way down table. And he couldn't, and he didn't. But he didn't sell out a bank either. Unless the 12's dead. No, 12's not dead. Because Efren's wicked good at that 2-rail kick on the 13. Well, that might be a go.
That might be. It's worth a shot.
He knows the speed to hit it where that 12 just lags up into the pocket and hangs there where you have to can see the ball. They're not frozen, so you're not going to get as much throw. And then so the soft speed doesn't let that 12 ball go up so you'll sell out a bank if you do it. But it's in that spot where you can't for sure say.
Raeed Shabib to the tournament desk, please. Raeed Shabib to the tournament desk.
Oh, he just cleared that.
Yeah, no problem. If it wasn't there, you risk losing, and
Correct.
here from this shot, he's not going to lose.
And he is on the hill, so leaving those tied up so that Shane does not have access to pocket them is to his advantage. Shane's going to break those up real quick. Yeah. Smart shot.
He didn't get a rail.
Did the 6 not? No, it did not. Wow. I did not notice that. I was looking to see if they split far enough to.
Efren get this one out of play. Efren's got a little more bounce in the step right about
He
now.
does. He does. I
Got
think
some
all,
energy back.
I think all the manipulations and strategy has got his blood flowing here. He is still not fond of losing, even at chess. He loves that. I had the honor of playing him 3 games. Well, I moved a couple of pieces. He played. He's very good. Didn't you tell me he's a master?
I don't know. He's got to be good at it. I know that much.
Maybe somebody said that he plays against the masters and wins.
It's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, he plays it seriously. I don't know too much about it, but I know he does his share of winning.
Yes, he does. He will play anybody and everybody that walks by. There's a chessboard set over one of the vendors.
Yeah.
Yeah, Off the Rail has him there as a guest all the time, and we sit down and play chess with him all the time. That was effective. Not.
No, that's trouble. No.
Was he
needs
trying to hit
be
the
able-
top and push it to the side, and he just caught it too thick?
No, I think he was playing the 6. I think he was trying to.
That would make more sense. Okay.
Now, if there's not a double kiss, but it is kind of borderline here.
We're now down to 5 players in the bank.
I guess he's going to load it up with inside spin.
7, Fedor Gors. Garcia Martinez.
Outside spin.
Table 9, Joshua Filler. And
Efren got through that.
Raeed got the bye.
This is still the first round of one pocket, correct?
No, this is about the 4th round or something. Isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
And,
This is pretty deep. No, this is even later than that.
well,
Let's see.
Josh Roberts, that was their first match when they played a minute ago, so that's why I think it's first or second.
Oh, well then,
'Cause
excuse me. Been in this box too long.
it is a box.
Well, we'll see. No, because there was 469,
Yeah, and we're down.
429 players. We're down to
It
200.
might be the 3rd or 4th round. That might just
Yeah.
be that was their first since they were playing on the saved for the TV table. I just heard we're down to 5 in the banks. And I don't believe Federer has lost yet. Once again, playing well.
Yeah, he went through a litany of players
Yes,
yesterday.
he
He went
did.
through Billy Thorpe and Shane Van Boning and somebody else that played.
Jason Shaw, was that the
it-
3rd? I think so. Yeah, I saw where he did 3 in a row. He's playing very well. Yeah, we're going to have some strategy here with all 4 up table again. I like Efren's advantage here.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Yeah,
got
the end game, that's where he's going to excel.
Yeah, so much knowledge. You pocket the 3 and leave the cue behind that 12?
Well, Corey Deuel said it best last time. When you have the lead, you're not in the business of bringing any balls down table, no matter what.
No matter what.
No
Okay.
matter what. Because
I thought
Efren
it-
needs one.
Right. I
Yeah.
thought if you could trap him and leave it there.
Well, I mean, I suppose but from that range, you're not going to be sure. So
Yeah, okay.
you're not in that business. That's his business. Shane's got to bring him down table.
That
you
is
know,
true.
so it was kind of a good point that Corey made.
He's got much more skills than I do, so I will take that advantage. But you're right. There's Shane getting one out.
Right.
I like how when they spot the balls, they make sure that the number is straight up, so you
Yeah.
have no visible
Right.
aiming reference point.
I don't know that matters, though. You
To most players,
able to
don't.
hit it.
True.
But anyway, they do it. I do like this uniformity. It's the same for everybody. So.
Agreed. Just clip off 13, put it on the bottom rail. Yep. Wow.
Scary. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Now, to me, I would lightly rub the 6 over on my side and try to introduce the clutter down there so it just trickles in there. The cue ball just gets up there, right? Maybe ideally behind the 13 or 12.
Right.
But just get there. No, he's not going to. He's going to go for distance. But that doesn't really help his cause because he needs those balls down table. Yeah, Corey's funny. You're never in the business of moving balls down table when you have the lead.
Wise words.
Yeah, really. The other
I'm
guy's the one that has to take a chance. You don't need to be taking any chances here. You don't have to lock them up. You're on the hill. They got to do something.
I've been playing pool off and on 44 years, and I'm still sort of learning something, and that's something very well.
And see, now Efren's got now he's got him. He can play a 2-railer towards his pocket. He can just cinch it and lay the cue ball on the end rail and just leave the 6 on his side of the table.
He's got options that leave him in the advantage.
And he doesn't have to take on the 2-railer if there's any, because it's primarily cue ball anyway. So if he doesn't like it, he can just lay the cue ball down there in this fashion. And then we're just going to gunfight over one ball then.
Efren eyeballing it, making sure it's spotted properly so he can get the bank going. Same thing, put it on his side, leave the cue on the bottom rail.
Oh yeah. It's hard to deal with.
And one mistake and Efren's out.
Yeah, Shane was trying to 2-rail that on his side.
Believe he left him a thin cut if he wants to go for it.
Yeah, he can afford that.
Wants to leave it in the pocket if he doesn't make it.
Maybe he's wedged up on the 12. I don't even know. He might be. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he might be.
That's a nice idea.
Lou was trying to get above him, though.
Sometimes you lay on there, get them tree topped over it to shoot.
That's true.
It can be a real problem to get enough power. It's not easy to be accurate. This is weird. This might not be easy to get out of the double kiss here.
Yeah.
Oh, he hit, no problem.
Well, he won that dogfight for the 6.
He did.
Now on to the next.
Yeah.
He still has to win 3 more dogfights. Efren's only got to win one of them. Just kiss off the 13, leave it on the rail.
Yeah, go all the way down. Get as far down as you can without taking the risk of scratching.
Can let him know the 13's frozen to the rail.
Just rolling it. Ooh. I don't think it's a bank, but
It's better position than Efren meant to leave him in.
yeah, I think. Yeah, if he just rolls up lightly on this 13, oh, he's going all the way, moving him out. That's good too. Yeah, look at the cue ball.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the best shot. Because now you got him separated, you got him in play, and you got Efren clear down the table where he's got to be very passive.
I like it.
He's looking at the 13. He wants to go.
I thought he got it buried up behind it enough. Guess not. It was amazing how tight into the corners and close to the rails you can be and still have players control it and bank it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, you see some banks here that you're just, that's not, okay, it is possible.
Yeah, Shane's did a good job to get these balls arranged in this fashion where he's got Efren in a constant check.
Yep.
If Efren tries to spin this bank in for his pocket, scratching is a real possibility.
Mm-hmm.
He can also succeed with the shot, but he can lose with that shot. Good. Yeah, real good from where he was at to come out like this.
Do you think that'll bank?
The 3-ball, 3 rails, or what do you mean?
I thought he was looking at the 15. You might be right. He might be looking at the 3 rail. No?
A combination back cut
Yeah.
bank, and then the other ball goes towards his pocket, but boy, there's a lot of things. Double kiss. No, it was great.
Wow.
Yeah, really good. Really good. Exceptionally good.
Yep. And protected it.
By having two down there that you can't remove in one single swoop. Now, if Efren knocks one down table, and even if he defends anything, then Shane can constantly keep putting that 13 ball back down there. Not so easy now, though. Good job getting that cue ball in the rail.
He killed it nicely. A lot of spin, so the energy dissipated as it hit the 13. With it sitting on the rail, like you said, hard to control it. And you almost got to get the 13 out of there because it's the problem ball for Shane.
Everything's bad. So I guess just two rail will follow if you can hit the 13 full. Yeah, this way. Yeah, great.
Did that well.
Now Efren played the 12 under the 13. This is the shot, where now he can remove two at once.
Still got to control that cue, though. Nicely done. Look at that.
Real good with the cue ball. That was a really interesting exchange there.
Yes, it was.
Because Shane worked himself into an advantage position.
And Efren came back and got in good position.
He neutralized it. Took quite a series of shots to do so.
Very well executed shots.
Gorgeous hit.
Yep.
What a shot. What a shot. Shane.
Wow. Shane has been at the disadvantage for the latter half of this, but he keeps right on fighting to stay in it. He's looking at two right on it.
Well, I don't think he's going to go all out for his pocket. I'd be wrong. Oh. Here we go. Hill.
What a fight.
Oh, man. That was close to a kiss in that cue ball, wasn't it?
I wouldn't have thought he was going for it until he spotted the spot on that top rail.
Shane Van Boeing smiling and sitting ringside here.
He is just as big a fan as the rest of us. I've seen him over here watching 5 or 6 of the matches, just smiling and laughing and awing with the rest of us.
Okay, Efren, by virtue of winning the lag, gets that last break. Okay, pretty good opening.
Better. That's better than his first 2 breaks.
Well, the first one he missed the head ball.
True.
Yeah.
Second one, he was a little light and left the bank.
Efren went down 2-0. Now we're tied 2 apiece. Yeah, this is ugly. Because if you rub off the 10, now you open them up for banks.
Yep.
If you kick, I guess you can kick lightly to the 12, but it's so passive, and Efren's going to end up with the best of that exchange, but that might be the best that you have for right now.
Live to fight another day. Just try and stay in it.
He did that.
Did that very well.
No good. I like the idea. Just stretched a little long. He
Yeah,
was
it did.
trying to get it alongside the stack over there. That would have been wicked good.
Yep.
Left it bank here.
I like how Shane checked the entire stack to see which angle he needed to come at it. Try and not only pocket another ball, to break it up so he had the run.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing Sergio earlier today, and he made a brilliant bank into the stack. Broke it out perfect. 8 balls later, I'm shaking hands. Good job.
So I'm not sure what the deal is on the 11, but there's definitely concern there.
Yes. I mean, Efren walked around the table to look at it.
Oh, that was good. That was good. Got it up high enough that the best he can do is kick at the 8. He can't hit it the 8 directly, I don't think.
No, he's got to
Doesn't
kick
look like
it.
it. Yeah.
But he's still eyeing that stack like he
Yeah, it's
sees
close.
something.
Yeah, he might be willing to take a risk on this if he really feels good about it. Kicking it, but Efren got him in a spot where it's not easy to kick at either. Yeah, if he was over where he's at now and he could rip at it, that'd be a different thing.
Yeah, all the years that I've played one pocket off and on, Tony Chohan was the first one I saw that was willing to take more of those risks than anybody else.
There's Shane Van Boning looking on.
Waving at you.
9-ball Billy, right there with him. Billy Incardona, Pittsburgh Billy, Mustache Billy. He was the top 9-ball player in the country there for a few years in the 60s.
Wow.
Well, right now, Shane's psyching himself up to kick at this. I can tell you right now what's going on.
Yes. This looks good. This looks
I'm gonna-
good. Repeat
I'm gonna
after
play
me.
this 11-ball somehow.
It's one of those where it can go so wonderfully good and so wonderfully bad.
Okay, now the 11-ball will be dealt with somehow, some
Yeah.
way.
That's the dilemma, is when you don't take that chance, you know that your opponent is then going to
Right.
correct that issue.
Efren was worried about it to begin with. Shane wants it bad.
So Efren going to kick into the stack and push his stuff over there and leave him behind it.
He might take a foul if he doesn't feel like he can. Yeah, he's going to take a foul here. Oh, not that
No,
way.
golly.
Doggone. That was good.
It was. I don't know that he left Shane much of anything, though.
No, he can rearrange the furniture here and get things his way.
That is true.
Efren had a pretty good edge given the layout of the balls.
So what's the proper play here?
If you stick the cue ball, I don't know if we can grab the overhead real quick. But yeah, there it is. Okay, if you put the cue ball here, back a little bit, and shoot this here,
15 2 rails
Hang
into
on.
the stack? Yeah.
but you want this to come up. You don't want to
Right.
go into those.
No,
and
you
then
wanna go
that
into the-
sends balls this way, and
Correct.
you got the cue ball right here is where you want the cue ball at the end.
That's what I was looking at, but again, I'm still a relative novice, even with 44 years of experience playing pool in one pocket. So,
And maybe he can't. But this full hit here, you're kind of counting on one ball. Oh, no, he got it. Okay, yeah, perfect.
yep.
Then, yeah, right where. That was a good play.
Oh, I was wondering why the penny went up because he also pocketed a ball. So that came up and the penalty for the scratch. So he did owe one more. That is correct.
Efren moves the 11 back onto his side of the table. Dan Louie also sitting in the crowd, I see. Danny Louie, former National Collegiate Billiards champion, longtime top-tier pro player in Seattle. And on top of that, he's a great guy.
I'm going to bet that if I pointed out 2 people in the crowd, you would know one of them. You have a massive collection of memories and stories and friends. Very blessed, sir.
Yeah, it's been a great life. I'll never complain about my life. Interesting.
Yeah.
Efren can now hit the 6 onto his side by going across the face of it and put the cue ball down by the 5 or on the end rail. He feels good with it. I don't think because Efren wants to keep the balls down on that end of the table. He doesn't want to just chip the 6 ball down on that side and bring the cue ball underneath and let him start driving balls back down table.
Mm-hmm.
So he's down there looking to see what does he have. He wants to get some distance in there. Oh,
wow.
He was it. What a shot.
Don't do it.
Oh, got a little treacherous. Maybe he can still back at the 4.
I think he can still back cut the 4. It has enough of the cue to still control it.
Oh, he can easily glide out for the 12.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Shane's leaning forward in his chair, watching the maestro at work here. Yeah, I think, he can go 3, 8, 13, 2, or he can go into 12, 14 here.
Mm-hmm.
So.
He got an angle to... No, he's got to go. Okay, yeah, I would agree. 3, 8. From there, it's however he wants to. Oh, is he going to play the 15 and break them out?
Yeah, the 12. So
The
then he's got to
12.
make sure he gets onto the 14 here, which shouldn't be a problem for him. You just don't want to hit that 7.
Yeah, I was like, you just want to clip the 14 and push the 1 out of the way. Make the 7 good. Nice.
And the cue ball didn't lodge up on the rail, so now he can do whatever he wants to do. Play the 15, he can play the 1.
He has 3, so he's playing for 5.
Yeah, I think the 15, because you can play the 7. I think the 7
Yeah.
goes by there anyway if you
It
don't like
does.
where you get on the 1. Just don't come up short. Oh, perfect. Perfecto.
I wasn't sure for a second there. It looked like it was a stop. Nine ball back into the 2. Cube 8 ball last.
Make sure you get the 9 ball down no matter what you do here.
True,
'cause then
'cause-
you're on the hill. So forget the 2.
Plus, as long as he makes it, the 8 goes.
Match ball for Reyes. And after
Awesome.
after trailing 2 games to 0, he raises his fist. Just a little bit more magic here,
Yeah,
Chance.
love that smile. So tickled.
Yeah, that was a fun match to do. Got to see a lot of different things.
Thank you for the privilege. I enjoyed it, Mark.
Thank you, Chance. And this has been an ACCUSTATS video production. Any rebroadcast or republication without ACCUSTATS express written permission is prohibited. That is our time for this time. Until next time, so long.